Welcome to this video, and I just woke up and I've been sick for at least 5 days, but I did something yesterday that was different. And there was 3 specific things that I did yesterday that killed the virus, and I'm feeling my energy like totally pick up. And it was 3 specific things that I did that, because I had a virus, I killed the virus and my energy's back up. Now, if you're new to my channel, I speak about spirituality, human design, the gene keys, health, detoxification, and I've been on a huge health journey myself, and I had borderline chronic fatigue, heaps of allergies, and now I'm much healthier. I used to sleep about 12 hours a night, now I sleep about 7.5 hours, and throughout this channel I share about my journey. I share about what's worked, what doesn't, how to improve certain glands, thyroid, adrenal glands, how to get rid of allergies, how to increase your immune system. But in this video, I'm specifically talking to those of you who get sick a lot, who get colds, who get bacterial infections, who get viral infections, and who want to get healthy, who want to minimize the time. Because I tried many different things. I haven't been sick for a very long time. But I tried something this time because it was like, normally if I were to get sick, maybe I get sick once a year these days. I used to be sick pretty much every day for many years, going back 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So now things are very different for me. I hardly get sick. So when I do get sick, it's a great opportunity for me to go, okay, well, what works? What doesn't work? And normally if I get sick for a day or 2. This time was different. This time was a virus. So it was like, okay, I thought I'd get better, and then it's just like persistent, probably for 6 days just, and I'd wake up with this really, you can hear like the end of it, but I wake up with this really sore throat, and it was mainly on the right side, and it was mainly in my lymph node, in my gland, and in my tonsil, and it was like, it was this burning sensation. I could hardly swallow, and I was like really low energy. I was having to rest a lot, and I was trying lots of things. So I'm going to let you know what I was doing in these 5 or 6 days, and then what I did different yesterday, which totally kicked it. And there was 3 specific things that I did yesterday that killed the virus. And I think this is very important because a lot of people get a lot of things. People like catch colds, catch viruses, catch bacteria. I don't believe in like catching stuff so much. I believe if you got the terrain inside the body for that virus, for that bacteria to inhabit, it will inhabit. If you are around everyone who's sick and who's got colds, but you're healthy, like your lymphatic system is flowing, your blood is beautifully moving through the body, you know, someone could cough on you and you're not going to get sick. You know, that's my experience. So then you might ask, well, why did you get sick then, Charlie, if you're, going on your health journey? Why I think I got sick is because in the last 3 or 4 months, I've moved to about 15 or 20 different places I've lived. I've gone to many different countries. I've gone to many different Airbnbs, friends, family members, house sitting, and it's been quite like a build-up of a little bit of chaos in a way. Like I've been jumping from here to here to here. And what happened was I was in California for a few weeks. I was doing these trainings, and then I flew back overnight and I slept for about half an hour. And I think it all just caught up on me. Everything just caught up on me, and I was like, okay, this is, my body's like, okay, enough's enough. Boom. And then I inhabited this virus in the throat, the body. I was getting like a little bit of sweats. I was getting sort of like that throbbing pain in the body, or like just really just quite sore, quite tired, and it just persisted. So I went yesterday, I'm like, okay, what can I do to really get rid of this? And this is what I did. And firstly, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. There's a lot of good information coming. And also subscribe And I've got a website, charliemcginnis.com. Jump over there, and if you're looking to get healthy, I'm here to support you on your journey. So what I did previously that is very healthy, that I recommend people do, continually, I was having shots of ginger and shots of lemon juice. So this is what I was doing for the 5 days. So firstly, what I'm going to share with you is going to be things that are healthy, things that improve your immune system, and then I'm going to share with you the 3 things that killed the virus, that totally flicked me from maintaining that sort of sick, the body just, fighting, and I'm just improving my immune system, to totally kicking it. So in those first 5 days, I was juicing ginger and lemon, which is really, really good for you, going to increase your immune system, going to purify your blood and stimulate your liver. Another thing that I was doing was having vitamin D. Now, I don't often have vitamin D because you need to be having vitamin A with vitamin D, but just when I started to get sick, I was like, okay, I'm going to up my vitamin D because I'm in Boston right now and I came from California. There's a lot less sun here at the moment in Boston in May. So I had my vitamin D. I also did ear candling. So that's where you put, the candles in your ear and you light it, and it draws out the wax. It draws out the stuff that's being stuck in and around here, which is building up. Like infections can definitely build up in the ears. Talking about ears, tea tree oil. I would take a cotton bud or a little cotton, I think that's what people call it, that's what I call it, little cotton tip thing that you clean your ear with, and I put a little bit of coconut oil over it so it wasn't 100% pure tea tree, and then I put the tea tree oil on, and then I actually put it, somewhat in the ear, and I could feel it killing a lot of stuff in the ear. Whenever you're sick, you need to make sure your ears are clean. Tea tree oil in the ear, if it's 100% pure essential oil, do not use, just tea tree. Mix it with some jojoba oil, some olive oil, some coconut oil, just to dilute it a little bit. The next thing I was using is a soothing throat spray. So this is not to suppress anything. This just has really potent herbs in it. This I got from Whole Foods, and I just squirted in because it was like really quite inflamed around here, so I wanted something direct. Now remember, all these things are just improving my immune system. They didn't kick it. They didn't actually like totally flip it on its head. And there's 3 things that I will share with you that did. The next thing that is a must is vitamin C. So I use whole food vitamin C. This is from berries, and this is organic camu powder. This is a must. You can use this daily. Vitamin C is the master antioxidant, and it only lasts in the body about 6 hours. So you want to be constantly topping up your vitamin C. And I was having about a tablespoon of this every day. So I'd have a teaspoon throughout the day. And after I make this video, I'll be having this for sure as well. And of course, I was resting. So I was waking up at about 9 a.m. and normally I wake up before 7 a.m. So I was definitely getting those extra 2 or 3 hours sleep every day. I was really needing it, and I was sleeping throughout the day for about 45 minutes. So my body was really fighting something, and it's rare that something like this happens. So it was quite interesting, and I was feeling it, and I was really allowing myself to slow right down. And then I was doing all those things that I suggested. Now to the 3 things that really flipped it on its head. Okay, the first one is probiotics. Now this has 100 billion units of probiotics in it per capsule. I was taking 200 billion units. Now a lot of probiotics might be 10 million or 50 million, so you might have to take 20 or 30 capsules to get the amount that I was getting. So probiotics just inhabit the digestive system, and they're like your immune system. You've got your lymphatic system, which is a part of your immune system. You've also got your white blood cells. You've also got the flora and gut flora, or the probiotics in your gut or digestive system. So enhancing that can be very, very beneficial. So this was really just really increasing my immune system. So I started pumping myself with 2 billion units of probiotics. The next thing I did, which was probably one of the main things that actually killed the virus, colloidal silver. What is colloidal silver? Let me just take some. I'll tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like you've dropped some silver coins or silver spoons in water for 3 weeks and you're drinking that water. You can like taste the metallic taste because it's silver. So what it is anciently, for example, when you have milk, we have refrigerators now. Back, I'm not sure how long ago, let's just say 1,000 years, there was no refrigerators, or hundreds of years or whatever. There was no area that was like super cold. It would just be maybe underground in a dark area, keeping things cool. But something like milk, to preserve it, they would drop a piece of silver in it because silver is very, very antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. So what colloidal silver is literally little minute micro nano bits of silver in distilled water, in purified water. That's all it is. It's literally silver. So you can take a bullion of silver and you can place it in a big tub of water. I'm not suggesting you do this, but it will start to leach into the water and it'll take a very long time, but then you drink that water. So a lot of, I know, Eastern Europeans, for example, they weren't exposed to, amazing medical care, let's say 50 years ago. But one of the things they did was have silver spoons and they would put in water and they'd drink that water to keep their, keep things, parasites, viruses, bacteria, down in the body, because silver is very, very powerful. So I simply got this from the health food store, colloidal silver, and I was having about 10 sprays 5 times yesterday, and I've continued it this morning. But I think that's one of the main reasons that my health flipped. So colloidal silver. The other one that is very antiviral, antibacterial is garlic. So I got this from Whole Foods. It was $4. Maybe I haven't bought garlic for a while, but it seems like the price has gone up on garlic. Shot through the roof. So what I have done is I've taken a whole clove of garlic. So what you want to do is oxidize the garlic first. So you unwrap it or whatever you call it, take the skin off, and then you slice it up and you sort of break it up into little bits and the oxygen starts to break it down. This is going to be helpful because it will be easier for the body to digest. So for at least like 15 minutes, allow the chopped garlic to just sit in oxygen. And then I would have half a clove every 2 hours. So and it's going to be quite really strong. It's going to be like almost like a burning sensation. So I don't mind things that are really strong because I've had a lot of herbs in my life. I've had a lot of different things that don't taste the best. So I'm used to that. So I just had a bit of saliva in my mouth and I was making sure that it was sort of just like being broken down by the saliva. If I had no saliva and I just chewed and chewed and chewed and swallowed, it would be quite burning. So you could also maybe add it into some water or just like, quickly chew it up quickly and swallow it with a glass of water or however you want to do it. These 3 things are extremely powerful for your immune system. To have 1 billion or 2 billion or 3 billion units of probiotics having colloidal silver and having oxidized garlic is going to be very powerful if you're wanting to get rid of a cold, if you're wanting to get rid of a sore throat, if you're wanting to, and these are real natural ways of doing that. Now, if you're really struggling, go to your doctor, these things, I think about 8 years ago, I was going to the doctor once a week for many, many, many months. I left that system and I haven't been to the doctor for being sick or anything like that for probably 6 years. I'm not sure when the last time. So when you've got these amazing tools, when you've got these things that work naturally, I'm just here to support the terrain of my body. I'm here to support my lymphatic system, my glands, my lymph nodes, and I hope you do the same. So it's good to always be naturally improving your health, and then when you need to, you kick it into gear with some of these high-powered things. And if obviously you feel drawn to go to the doctor, if you need something more intense, then go to the doctor. You know, definitely consult your doctor if you're really struggling at this stage. But you know, I have trust in my body, and I will do things naturally as much as I can. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something today, and you've got some tips on how to keep your immune system high, how to kill viruses, kill bacteria naturally. Subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more videos coming, and I'm looking forward to sharing the knowledge and the wisdom with you. See you in the next video.